What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands / Dragonflight video. I hope you're all doing very well. Grab your coffee, kick back, and relax. I'm going to talk about a couple things today. I've got a really cool Radar.io Season 3 recap that I want to just show you a couple highlights from. You can do this if you go to Radar.io and you upload your Blizzard profile to it, then you can also get your own Season 3 recap. I would love for you guys to do this and let me know some of your numbers because it's kind of fun. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the hunter changes that have been happening. Really good hunter change stuff that's been going on. I'll show you in the talent calculator. There's some interesting cooking food buffs coming in Dragonflight. And then also I've got some amazing crafting stuff to talk about as well that we're going to get to as well. Some crafting US stuff. Let's just look at this really quick, though. Let's jump into the recap for Season 3. So it's pretty cool. It shows you a bunch of different stats. Like I rated or did Mythic Plus with every single spec. It shows you the frequency of all those specs, which is really cool. My gear evolution. My biggest upgrade was like 65 item levels. Raid bosses defeated was cool. There's one I want to get to here. Raid progress. Mythic key progression was really cool. So it shows you how you actually progressed in Mythic Plus and watching yourself go up and down. Then I had a big dip here. I guess I stopped trying super hard once I hit 21. And then I got back up on the horse and we did a bunch of 22s. So love to see this. This was really, really cool to me, this Mythic Key progression. I'm an altaholic, which I want to see how many of you guys have alts, because I've done a lot of runs on a lot of different characters. And I think it's really funny. I'm definitely it's a problem, I know. I'm not getting any help for it right now. So sorry, but how many alts do you guys have? I'd love to know, because I have 10 classes and 21 specs that I was running on. So let me know your numbers there. And then it shows you your compositions. We timed a key with 0 seconds to spare. That's literally as close as you can get. That's pretty cool. You finished a total of 4 keys with less than 5 seconds left, cutting it close, eh? IO score evolution, which is really cool. 1200 going all the way up to 3075, where I am now. And then, wait, what does it say here? You've run 463 dungeons across all your characters this season. So how many dungeons have you guys run? I would love to know that, because I think that this is a pretty cool number. It's cool to see how many you've done in total. Did any of you guys break 500 dungeons? Would love to know that. I've spent over 9 days and 12 hours in Mythic Plus. But to put it another way, this is how long it would have taken to watch the Warcraft movie 111 times. That's a lot of Mythic Plus. And then it shows me who I did the most with. So it's very cool, guys. Get your Season 3 recap from Radar.io if you haven't done it already, and show me your numbers. I would love to see it. I think it's very, very cool. So that's that. Let's jump into the hunter changes that are happening right now. Let's continue on. We're going to flip over to Dragonflight stuff that's been happening. So I want to highlight how important it is that the devs are communicating with the community and that they are making changes. It's only been 2 weeks into the alpha, and they are making massive changes to all of the hunter specs. I want to go through them really quickly and just show you guys exactly what's been happening. So on the class side, they moved Scare Beast. It used to be right here. It used to guard the path down to the BM stuff and the survival stuff. It's over here now. They changed improved Men Pet from a 3-point to a 2-point talent, and they buffed what it's capable of doing. They took improved exhilaration just out, and they added it baseline into exhilaration, which is really, really good. It means that your pet will be healed for 100% of the healing that you get healed for. This is currently a placeholder agility node. It's going to be replaced with an avoidance node, which is very good. They removed Chimera Shot down here, if you'll know, and they've moved it over to the Marksman Hunter tree, which is a very good quality of life change. Now they've also improved the structure down here. You don't have to take Barrage in order to get Master Marksman if you don't want to. You can go straight from Keen Insight into Master Marksman. They are buffing Binding Shackles, and I believe they're going to move Binding Shackles to somewhere else on the tree, which is really, really good. So a lot of really good stuff there. Viper's Venom, which was a choice node after Serpent Sting, is now becoming Hydra's Bite, which is amazing for Survival Hunter in particular, and we'll get to that in a second, but that's really, really good change there. For Beast Mastery, they have completely reworked Dire Pack, which is really, really good, because this is buffing your Cobra Shot, Steady Shot, Multi-Shot damage. That's garbage. You don't do any damage from those abilities on BM Hunter. It comes from you buffing your pets, things like Kill Command, things like Stomp, or Beast Cleave. That's where your damage is coming from. So They're making Dire Pack now buff your kill command damage and make your next kill command like free whenever you summon a Dire Beast. So you can summon a Dire Beast up here with Dire Beast. Dire Command gives you a 30% chance to summon a Dire Beast whenever you press Kill Command. And now whenever you do summon a Dire Beast, it'll reset the cooldown of Kill Command and make it free. Very, very good quality of life, I think, there. Because I just think it's going to make this feel a lot smoother. And it's going to save, you know, this talent, which is pretty much garbage. So that's the main thing there. Marksman Hunter getting a ton of changes, which is really, really good. A lot to their AoE stuff. Basically, they're taking salvo out and they're moving the focus away from multi-shot damage, and they're adding in some bonuses. So now Explosive Ricochet basically says whenever you press multi-shot, you will add 2 explosive shots to nearby enemies, and there's a 45-second cooldown on that, which is very, very good. Then there is also the Killer Ricochet, which is the kill shot thing. They've changed that to just be Razor Fragments, which is the Venthyr legendary secondary effect for Marksman Hunter. So what you can do now is you press multi-shot. It adds 2 explosive shots to the enemies right out of the gates. You get a trick shot proc. You spend that trick shot proc on like a double tapped, you know, they move double tap, by the way. It's over here. A double tapped aim shot, let's say. It bounces around and does a ton of damage. Then because you've consumed that trick shot, it makes your next kill shot, apply the Razor Fragment debuff. So it's like multi-shot gives a bunch of 2 explosive shots, boom, boom. Then you ricochet all your damage, and then you get a kill shot that will also do bleed damage, just like the Razor Fragments is in Shadowlands. They're going to move that that bleed effect on kill shot. They're going to put it below Death Blow. One thing I would say, they need to buff Death Blow so that the proc chance is way, way higher. Way, way, way higher. It can't be 10% every time you press aim shot. That's too low in terms of a chance to reset kill shot. It needs to be like 15% or higher, because you don't press aimed shot like as much as you press like kill command or something for the other specs. So I just think this needs to be buffed a little bit, and all those changes are really, really good. Bursting Shot and Quick Load are no longer dependencies, so right here, they're going to move Bursting Shot and Quick Load over to the side so that you can gain access to things like the Legacy of the Windrunners kit. There, okay? Survival. This is amazing. They made some amazing changes here to Survival. Number 1, Harpoon. Improved Harpoon in terms of engagement are now 1 talent, and they're baked all together into 1 talent. Instead of spending 3 points to get a better Harpoon, you only have to spend 1. So you press Harpoon, and you get a big boost to Harpoon. That's only 2 points total. Very, very good change. Several abilities have been reduced to 1 or 2 total points instead of 2 or 3. This is also very, very good. We're going to count these really quick. How many 3-point nodes are on the Survival Hunter tree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? There's 10 3-point talents on the survival tree. So bare minimum, at least all of those 3-point talents are going to at least turn into 2-point talents, maybe more. But we are at least, at bare minimum for Survival Hunter, getting 10 new talent points to put in somewhere. So this tree is going to explode and look way, way better. And it's really, really good because look at the more recent trees they've done. None of the Shaman specs have any 3-point nodes at all in their tree. Enhancement doesn't, and Ellie doesn't, and Resto doesn't. None of them have 3-point nodes. Look at how much better this tree looks than the Survival Hunter one. Look at how big this tree is. And then we're going to switch to Survival. Look at how tiny this tree is. So it's going to expand. It's going to explode. There's going to be way more points to put in, and that's very, very exciting. That's a great thing. So last couple of changes. Wildfire Infusion. Oh, sorry, guys. Volatile Bomb, which is the green bomb, has been adjusted because Serpent Sting is no longer base. You don't have to take Serpent Sting, even though you probably will as Survival Hunter. But Volatile Bomb basically now, if you don't have Serpent Sting, Volatile Bomb will add Serpent Sting to the enemies that you hit with Volatile Bomb. If you do have Serpent Sting out on the enemies already and you throw a Volatile Bomb, it'll do extra damage like we're used to it doing now on live. So very cool quality of life change there. Viper's Venom is now a Survival Hunter talent tree with a redesign because, of course, we're getting Hydra's Bite baseline in this class tree. This is amazing. This is exactly what I was hoping for Survival Hunter. So now you can have Serpent Sting and Hydra's Bite over here for free. And then on top of that, on the spec side, you can grab Viper's Venom, which makes Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite have a chance to apply Serpent Sting to your target. So that's really a single target buff. You're going to start out a boss fight, and you're going to press Serpent Sting on the boss, and then you're hoping, it looks like Mongoose Bite and Raptor Strike will just continuously refresh the Hydra's Bite on the enemy boss. That's a huge quality of life change to boss damage for Survival Hunter. I actually love this. I think it's very, very strong, and it's going to help you out a lot on bosses. You don't have to press Serpent Sting. You can save that global every 15, 18 seconds, whatever it is. It's every 18 seconds. Like, it's just a lot to have to keep it up, and you can keep it up for free now. There's some new talents here. Ranger increases the damage of steady shot, kill shot, explosive shot, Serpent Sting. So they're just buffing all of your range damage, which is perfectly fine. That's good for survival. It does not turn Survival Hunter into a range class. Don't worry. Increases focus generation by kill command. That's really good. Fury of the Eagle has a 15% increased crit chance against enemies below 20% health. So in Execute, Fury of the Eagle critical strikes reduce the cooldown of Wildfire Bomb and Flanking Strike by 0.5 seconds. This is crazy. Oh, sorry, guys. Sub just came through there on Twitch. I forgot to mention, Frenzy Strike up here also applies its cooldown to Flanking Strike. Now, Fury of the Eagle critical strikes will also reduce the cooldown of Flanking Strikes. So there's a bunch of synergies going on with Flanking Strike, which is great. Flanking Strike is a 30-second cooldown. Now Frenzy Strikes will apply to Flanking Strike as well. So you, like, start a fight by throwing a Wildfire Bomb and pressing Flanking Strike, okay? Now it's on cooldown. Then you press Carve, and you hit 5 targets, and it gets you part of your Wildfire Bomb back, and it gets 5 seconds off Flanking Strike. And then you do like another Wildfire Bomb, a couple other abilities, and you hit Carve again, and you get Flanking Strike again, 5 more seconds off of Flanking Strike again. At that point, you've taken 10 seconds off, and it's already been 15 seconds. Like, you'll be able to get the cooldown of Flanking Strike down very, very quickly in an AoE situation. So I think this is a great quality of life here. And now Fury of the Eagle is going to also reduce the cooldown of Wildfire Bomb and Flanking Strike. So this is going to make like a Fury of the Eagle, Wildfire Bomb, Carve kind of build. Like, this is an AoE monster with some Flanking Strike on the side. So I'm glad they're giving some love to Flanking Strike because it's not really that great of an ability. Maybe it'll be taken now. That's it. That's the changes for Hunter. A lot of really good stuff. What we really need to take away from this is that they are trying very, very hard. It's only the second week of alpha, and they've already been just blasting the changes for Hunter, just changing everything, making sure like they're aware of how bad this looks, comparatively speaking to like the Shaman stuff. So you look at Rogue, you look at Shaman, these look so much better. Look at, there's no 3-point talents on Rogue at all. So they're learning, guys. Blizzard is learning. They are going to make this better for Hunters, and it's going to come, hopefully, this coming Tuesday. We'll get to see the first batch of changes that are coming through. So very encouraging stuff right there. Okay, let's talk about the systems coming in Dragonflight that are going to be very, very exciting. So this is some crafting UI for Dragonflight. I just wanted to show you guys this because it shows some really interesting stuff that we haven't been able to see yet. So on the alpha right now, people are testing this. This is obviously for alchemy. This is the talent tree that you're going to be able to get for your specializations in your professions. Now, what we do know is that at the beginning of the expansion, you're going to get a certain number of knowledge points for whatever profession you happen to be doing. Okay? Can I... There, now we can go back and forth. So you're going to get a bunch of knowledge points, and you're going to be limited in the amount of knowledge points that you have available to you. So you're going to want to take it and specialize in whatever thing you want. If you really want to go for file mastery, you can go all the way down and get frost formulated files. If you want to do it on like an armor thing, let's say you want to go specialty smithing. Wait, was it over here? Here we go, armor smithing. So like you start here with armor smithing, and you really want to go over and get plate feet. You want to become a specialist in making sabatons. You can do that. It's going to cost you like all your points to go all the way down there to that part of the tree and become like a master crafter in sabatons. But then you can make like mythic raid level type gear for Sabatons, which is good. You can make, let's not call it mythic raid, let's just call it competitive gear based on wherever you are in the expansion. I don't know how soon you'll be able to do this, how quickly you'll be able to do it. But the point is, you'll spend all your points going down one direction to become a master so that you can make competitive gear and that thing. Then later in the expansion, you're going to continue to earn knowledge. And then you'll be able to eventually expand and become a master of all the different types of armor smithing gear. Maybe weaponsmithing, specialty smithing, anvil mastery. Who knows? But it's all here, and it is going to be sort of like a little bit time-gated, I guess you could say, but I actually hate using that word. You're only going to be able to get so many mastery points near the beginning of the expansion, and it's going to unlock slowly over time. And then eventually, you'll be able to craft everything, and that's really, really cool. But at the beginning, you're going to have to make a choice, and that's good for the game, because it means that you're going to have to make a very decided choice. I want to become a master of files, and I'm going to get these bonuses over here. And it's going to be fantastic. And let's talk about these bonuses right here. So this is your base tree right here. You're going to start here. Once you put a certain number of points in, i.e. I think 5 right here. So you start down here. This UI is obviously very bad looking, guys. Don't worry about it. They're going to make it look better. You start at the beginning, and the very first point that you put into file mastery increases the duration of your files by 30 minutes. So now you have 1 hour files. So there is a bonus for just putting that first point in right away, which is really, really cool. So you do that, and then you put 5 points into this first thing here, and it's going to get you to this first checkpoint. And this first checkpoint says plus 25% crafting speed when making files. Very cool. There you go. Also, when you get, it shows you your next major bonus. If you get to rank 10, which is all the way up here, you're going to get plus 60 multi-craft when making files. Multi-craft is a new crafting stat that gives you a chance to make multiple items when you're making them. So again, this is like if you wanted to specialize, it's called batch production. It's over here, this thing right here. I don't know if I actually, there it is. So master the art of producing files more efficiently, gaining +1 multi-craft per point. And then when you unlock it, oh my god, it's another sub. I'm sorry, guys. The subs are crazy on Twitch right now. On unlocking this specialization, you get plus 60 multi-craft. So again, that's what we saw right here. Next bonus gives you 60 multi-craft. So this is if you want to be like a mass producer of files. Early in the expansion, you want to be the guy who is mass producing files, and you're just handing them out in work orders all over the place. You're making money, making bank. This is what you can do. You can spend all your points and go over towards batch production, and this is what you can do. There's other options, though. You can get file experimentation. Gain a better understanding of your reagents to improve your likelihood yielding satisfying results. Gaining 1% increased chance of breakthroughs. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what breakthrough chance means, but it might mean that you learn a different recipe or you improve, like you get a better result on your file. Like it increases the quality of your file when you make it. Probably something like that. So if you want to make like really robust files and you don't care about the batch, like about making 1 million of them, you can go down there instead. There's frost formulated files. There's air formulated files as well. I'm not really sure. I guess that's just for specific like files that have to do with frost stuff. I don't really know, again, all the stuff there, but that's what you can do. And you have each one of these little trees, guys. Okay, so every one of these nodes, there's a node here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5, actually all 6 of these nodes get their own mini wheel over here that does something different. Okay? So like the batch production wheel has 25% crafting speed when making files. That's not the case for the file experimentation one or for the frost formulated one. Like they'll have a different set of bonuses in this here, okay? Important to understand those differences. Alchemical theory. So this was in file mastery. We're going to move over to alchemical theory. This is again if you just want to increase your skill points and also increase your resourcefulness when you're crafting, which means you're going to spend less crafting resources to make the same product. If you want to be really efficient at making files, this is the tree you would go down. So you don't necessarily care about making, a bunch of extra, having a chance at a multi-craft, but you do care about spending less resources, having a chance to spend no resources when you make a file, that kind of thing. That's in this alchemical tree here. That's what the resourcefulness stat is all about. And look at all the bonuses over here. You get a bonus for getting into it right away. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a 10th one underneath here. So insane. Like, these are full-blown talent trees all on their own that have really, really cool bonuses for your crafting. And really, it's going to start making crafting a significant part of, I think, everybody's gameplay experience in Dragonflight. Here's another one here. Specialty smithing. This is under blacksmithing on the specialty smithing tab. So you're not making weapon, you're not making armor, you're doing this specialty thing. This is all about making non-martial goods, such as tools and alloys. So you can make tools for other crafters, and you can make them, like, exceptionally strong. And then you'll have other crafters putting out work orders for, like, a hammer that gives them, I don't know, plus 50 multi-craft or something. Like, you can do that with this. You can make adventuring gear. Become an expert at crafting adventuring gear, such as grappling hooks. You can make a grappling hook, apparently, gaining +1 crafting skill per point. So, like, I'm assuming there's going to be grappling nodes all over Dragonflight, and you can craft a grappling hook for other people because they're going to want to go off on those adventures. Like, this is the kind of stuff that is really, really cool, and you're going to have people who are like, screw weapons and armor. I'm just going to make adventuring stuff for everybody who wants to, like, run out in the world and adventure. Like, maybe you can make saddles for your dragon riding stuff that makes your dragon riding better. I don't know, but again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things you can put in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. 9. Sorry, there's a 9th one at the very end. So, like, this is insane. This crafting system in Dragonflight is incredibly robust. It's huge. You're going to get a whole bunch of points at the beginning of the expansion, and then you're going to want to specialize them in a particular way. Later in the expansion, they're going to blow it wide open and give you so many points. You'll have accumulated so many points at that time that you'll become an expert in multiple different fields, and you can make all kinds of end-level gear. There's just fun gear that you can make, like adventuring gear. That is so awesome, and I'm really glad that Blizzard is putting so much love into this system. This is the stuff that you're probably going to spend your time doing. If people are wondering, like, is there going to be another system to help complement your talent tree, because that's the only, like, player power system that we have. This is going to help you do that, but it's not going to be like the same kind of grind that we're used to, I don't think, in the last couple of expansions, where it's like you have to go grind artifact power from, like, everything. Just go out there and do it. Instead, it's like you have a very purposeful, meaningful thing that you're doing. You go, okay, I want to make a grappling hook because I just saw a grappling thing over here, and I can't touch it. I can't get to it. I want to get a grappling hook. So I'm going to farm whatever the frick I need to farm, and then send the work order off to some specialty smith who's going to make me a grappling hook. And, like, very easy and purposeful and meaningful way to progress my character without having to, like, go out and just grind AP. It's different. It's just so different. And this is so well done. I'm so impressed with this UI already. Like, it's a little bit pixely. Don't get me wrong. There's some pixel problems here. They're going to fix that. But, like, think about this system, guys. This is, like, done in my books. It looks done. It looks very, very well fleshed out. And so it's good that it's here. People are testing it. They're going to keep testing it every week of the alpha, and it's going to be getting better and better and better. And I just can't wait to see where this profession system takes us. I just, honestly, I wish I had the alpha right now. I would just be sitting in here doing this every second just to test it out and see what it's all about. So very exciting stuff, guys. It's looking really cool. Like, alchemy has 3 different sub-tabs. Blacksmithing has 4. You know, there's anvil mastery, which just gives you extra bonuses when you're working on your anvil, like +10 inspiration and resourcefulness when you're, like, it's just like, that's such a simple thing that you could just invest your points into, but it means you could just become, it doesn't matter what you're crafting, you can make it, like, very, very quickly and efficiently and not spend any resources to do so, which is, in the early part of the expansion, maybe that'll help you out, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. That's it for now. We're going to stop there on the crafting stuff. There's a lot of news that's coming out every single day, and there's going to be even more next week, but I just wanted to get this stuff out to you. I am so excited for this profession system. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. I think we should all be very excited about it. On top of that, really, the changes that Blizzard is making to the different classes and specs, they're making them better every day, and they're communicating with all of us, letting us know what changes they are making, and that they are happy to hear our feedback. This is such a different, like, look from Blizzard, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be such an amazing expansion just based on all the like the feedback that we're getting in the alpha. It's only been 2 weeks, and they're already making massive changes. And all these other systems that are coming in, they look polished, they look finished, guys. It all looks really, really good. So, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about the crafting stuff? Are you excited to maybe be forced into doing crafting to a degree, or like, are you not excited about that at all? Do you not want to have to do crafting? Again, you might not actually have to. You can just go farm mats in the outside world and then put a work order in for somebody, right? So even if you don't love crafting, you might be able to benefit from it as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the hunter changes, about crafting, and then let me know your stats from Season 3. I want to hear from you guys. What did you get in Season 3? How many dungeons did you complete? All that stuff. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like if you like this video, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out if you guys do that. I would appreciate that a lot. If you want to support the future of what I'm doing here, Patreon, guys, is the best way to do that. There are perks for different levels of Patreon. We send out art at the end of every month. There's a bunch of cool things in there, so go check it out in the description down below. As always, guys, I love you. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.